Hello, my name is Taha Mandasaurwala and my student ID is 183600035. So this is a small report and presentation on my progress on assignment 4, and as you can notice that my brand that I've chosen is Nestle Purina, and as you can see on the home page of my Google website is that Nestle Purina is a pet food company that manufactures and markets pet litter and pet food and other pet toys and pet products, and even sometimes runs pet events and for everyone. So about Purina. So if you click on about Purina of the website, you will notice that about Purina is that Nestle Purina Pet Care is an American-based subsidiary of Nestle. It produces and markets pet food, treats, and litter. Some of its pet foods brands include Purina Pro Plan, Purina Dog Chow, Friskies, Benefit, and Purina One. The company was formed in 2001 when Nestle, as the food company we all know of, was combined with and took over Ralston Purina, which was a pet company, and combined with Nestle's own pet care company called Friskies. So, as you go on the third link, you will notice that this report has been designed in order to analyze the supply chain management of Nestle Purina. For this purpose, the report has been divided into several sessions, each leading towards the revolutions of findings of issues that the company is facing. The application of dynamic supply chain alignment model will also be given along with the improvements and effect for those for the supply chain of the company. So the analysis identified by the company have been using by the FIFO inventory techniques as well as data warehouse and ERP systems for effective supply chain management. For dealing with supply chain issues, Nestle Purina has provided an action plan and banned all unreported and illegal regulation about illegal labor practices and transshipments. So the supply chain and procurement analysis have been conducted by the application of dynamic supply chain alignment model, which has been encapsulated that the supply chain management must be aligned for the consumer market demands. So the supply and operational issues that Nestle Purina is facing, you will find on the fourth link mentioned when you click here. And some of the supply chain issues that Nestle Purina is facing is that focusing on the supply chain management of fish, which are being used for fancy feast products. Then the different kinds of fishes for that comes from Thailand and Myanmar is also a supply issue for them. So the supply domain has been independent upon a dire amount of labor from Thailand and Myanmar and has been identified as third-party mapping consultant of supply chain management. As there are only two places from where the supplies are received, that is Thailand and Myanmar, this has led to facing issues in managing supply chain of the company. The major issue of the supply chain management of fancy feast products of Nestle Purina was related with labor issues and unregulated working conditions of the migrant workers that came in from Thailand. The major challenge for the procurement department is to provide an effective and better working conditions for the laborers. The operational issues faced by Nestle Purina, it has been identified that the company has been able to achieve good amount of sales revenue by targeting customers through its commitment of providing safe and innovative pet products. The major inventory challenges of Purina include the issue of forecasting, and they also face regulatory issues as the supply of raw material comes together from different regulations of which have principles and effective to the supply chain management. So the top challenges that I faced to complete the assessment of tasks, the tasks of tasks of assessment. Sorry, my bad. The supply issues, the informational issues, and the integration issues. So, as discussed previously, there are only two places from where the supplies are received. This has led to facing issues of managing the supply chain of the company from Thailand and Myanmar. And in this regard, the staff that are hired is facing issues with the work environment. For this, there needs to be created a strategy which will have the employees to work effectively, because if the employees are working under the supply chain are not satisfied with the company can face troubles and lead losses for the company. The information issues observed uncertainty that are caused due to the distorted or inaccurate information that flows between the supply chain management of the company and vendors. This is called the bullwhip effect, and this faced in case of Nestle Purina due to the conditions of change in demand. In order to cope for this demand, there needs to be a strategy in which delivery lead times as well as pipeline inventory needs to be reduced with some effective measures. The integration issues faced by Purina are a couple, and in relation to the integration of the business, there are a number of companies which are creating clone foods for pets, which are for cheaper price than Nestle Purina. So the buyers are converting towards buying cheaper products. Moreover, this is now in huge competition which the company is facing. In this regard, the company needs to market the product in a way that it will increase the demand of the product, and it will also help the company to maintain the bullwhip effect in the market and be steady with the demand and supply of the product. In this regard, there will be implemented of market diversification by introducing different range of products and offerings in the same category, or creating a bit of cheaper products. Here are some of the references from which I have got some of my information, and there is the link which I will be adding to the website.